Yo, what's up, Mizu? How have I been? I've been good, I've been good. What we thinking today? Long, short? Let's see. A bit of a dump yesterday. Holy. I'm thinking open, we sell off for a little bit, maybe sweep this internal low and then head higher. I think that's the plan today. You thinking short? All right. Okay, so there's that internal low. Market open now. I do expect maybe a sell-off for a little bit and then probably a continuation higher. I like longs today. Okay, still selling off. Once we sweep this internal low, I'll see what happens. And ES is also selling off at the moment. Bit of an SMT now, so there is an SMT over here. There is an SMT with ES. And then I want us to push right here, to be honest. So we get like a inversion somehow. I don't know if like I want us to inverse this though. This would be too big of an inversion for me. Yo, good morning, trade breaker. Morning. Either that or we get a... I honestly don't really want to go short. I'm kind of scared of shorts right now. I'm good today. I'm good. I'm doing good. Ideally, like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I guess we could sell off just a higher time frame, right? The higher time frame, like the 4 hour, we kind of inverse this inversion or this like fair value app right here. And then on the 1 hour, you guys could see that we also inversed it over here. I guess we're somewhat retracing into this hourly fair value app at the same time. 15-minute, we swept this internal low, which I like. So ideally we kind of push off of here, and then go higher, but let's see. So far, not really getting any reaction, so. What up, Billy? I'm telling you, London session where it's at. London session. I gotta wake up so early for London session, though. All right, this could be a continuation short with this candle right here, but we'll see. This could be, yeah, pretty bearish still, so. Coming from the UK. Oh, okay, so you're from the UK. What's up, brother? Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, if we continue selling off like this, like I might have to be short biased, but see, I'm not gonna be too FOMO-y today. But usually the cleanest, most predictable for ICT slash smart money concepts. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but hey, I didn't know that. I've traded London a couple times. I've also traded Asia a couple times. Sometimes Asia will move good for me, but then at the same time it's just choppy. So, and same with London. Like I'll have some good trades during London, but like I feel like my win rate just like is probably lower because I'm not used to how, like, I feel like when you're trading, right, you gotta adjust your strategy depending on the session that you trade. Obviously, I started trading with New York session, so I'm a lot more comfortable with how price moves. I feel like if I get more practice in with London though, like I'll definitely be able to try to be able to kind of trade it. But yeah, so far nice. I like that candle reaction right here off of this low still, so I still want higher possibly. So I'm still eyeing longs. We'll see. I kind of want to just slap long and see what happens, but that's not really smart. So Asia, I find always sweeps liquidity in a certain, then reverses also instantly. Yeah, bro. Exactly, bro. I am not, like, I'll have good trades like that for the most part, but then at the same time, I feel like when I'm trading Asia, I'll like enter a trade and instantly be in drawdown. Like instantly. It's fucking crazy. Like I'll enter a trade and then like let's say I'm in right here and then instantly be in drawdown. I'm like, bruh. And then sometimes it just reverses like this, which is, I'm like, great, but like I don't like trading Asia is an emotional roller coaster that I am not okay with, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like trading Asia that much. So ES is trying to push off of this swing low still. I think just because it looks like we're bullish and we had that huge sell-off during Asia, I want higher today, right? To rebalance somewhat of this move, and we kind of rebalance right here, but I still want higher. I think we're closer to these London highs, and plus we got like these relatively equal highs at London right here. I want to take that. I don't know if we have news today. So we had unemployment as well at 8:30. So did we leave behind? Yeah, so we have a news wick over here too. So I really want to aim for this data wick right here. Right? So, oh, that's a nice candle right there. Asia starts at midnight where I am. London 8 a.m. New York 2:30 p.m. Okay. Okay. Yeah, dude, London. London starts at like fucking 2 a.m. for me, or 1 a.m. or something. I don't remember. Okay, well, not much of a data wick right here, but I don't like that reaction off of it. Yeah, so far. Retrace then catch long. Yeah. I'm honestly waiting for maybe an inversion, but we'll see. I don't like that reaction off of this row. Yeah, but like it looks like we're pushing towards this London high for sure. If we get a like strong candle closure in this fair value gap, that's maybe above 50% like of this fair value gap, I might try longs, but like I'm not really interested. Just look at how choppy we're in this fair value gap, right? If we were like bullish, I would like to see us just like kind of close back above, like within this like 50% level, and then continue to close above the fair value gap, and then just start pushing towards these London highs, right? But we're a bit hesitant right now, so. Need to sleep sometimes? Okay, yeah. I agree, bro. I agree. See, nothing on the 5-minute for the most part. Not really anything on the 5-minute so far. I said I still want longs. We swept this internal. It looks good for longs. We're just hesitant within this fair value up, so I think another ideal scenario would be if we it's like I'm honestly fine if we continue selling short somewhat. I use all the firms that like I'm affiliated with as well. So Funding Ticks, Apex, Tradeify, My Funded Futures, I love them all. I trade with all of them basically, so yeah. I'm thinking about trying Alpha Futures, Lucid, Funded Next as well. I think I'm gonna leave that for next year though, like 2026. But I do like those firms. I've been keeping an eye. I follow them on Twitter. Like I keep up with the updates and stuff. So another ideal scenario here would be if we get like maybe an inversion over here, close above, and then we start pushing. That would be okay. Topstep, Topstep's a solid firm, but I don't like it. It's just kind of overpriced compared to the other firms. Plus, like they're not really doing anything to try to innovate over there or push the industry forward. They just kind of keep the same rules, but they're a solid, safe, probably the safest firm out there that you could trade with. So I recommend them too. Alphas do? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I just seen a couple different people trade with them, and you know, I think they had like uncapped payouts or something. Not uncapped payouts, but like no drawdown or something. I can't remember. No trailing drawdown, stuff like that. If you stay, loss limit is, yeah, that is true. This is the beauty of trading, I guess. Some days you'll get a trade within 5 minutes of market open. Some days you'll just be sitting here doing nothing. Doing nothing. Okay, well, ES is finally starting to push towards this London high, so if we close strong on ES, that would be a good sign, I would say, but not that will lock you out. Yeah, I do like Top Step's lockout feature. That's probably one of my favorite features. I wish Trade8 had that for like any of the I think they do now. Like they integrated it now, so like I think it will legit lock you out. I think they updated their thing. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I think they do have a lockout feature that like actually is a lockout feature now, so Yeah, I do have a Discord. It's in the link in the description. It's a link in the description. I do have a Discord. I've been slacking on the YouTube videos recently, but like I said, I'm planning to upload a lot more soon. Like more strategy videos, more prop firm videos. I have a lot planned, but yeah, we're just gonna take it easy till 2026 and try to close out the year on a good note, I guess, and then go absolutely even harder 2026. Try to go for fat payouts. Fat payouts. Bigger things. Bigger things. Bigger things. Okay, well, we've just kind of been sitting here, bro. No, I still work part-time. I think unless you're like consistently for like 5 months getting consistent payouts, I don't think you guys should quit your job. Like, I think for me, when I first started trading, I was like, bro, I'm not working a job, bro. That shit's stupid, right? Like, I'm not working a 9 to 5 or this or that. That shit's stupid. But it's like, I will say my trading drastically improved once I had like a part-time job, or I had like some sort of other income that wasn't from trading, because now I wasn't stressed about only having to trade my way out, right? Like, I had some other means to provide for myself and stuff like that, right? So it takes the stress out of trading. Okay, well, we had a random ass dump right here. Okay, I think I just have to be bearish here, maybe. I don't know, bro. Like, this shit's not wanting to push at all. But yeah. Like, you're not gonna like wanting to work at their job, right? Because that's the entire reason we're trading, right? But you gotta do like the dirty work now, so you set yourself up for success later, right? You gotta like suck it up and just like do what you don't like to do to basically set yourself for success later, right? So I didn't learn that until just trading, right? Like, just going through life and shit. Like, you don't learn these things. Like, it's easy to say in practice, right? But it's hard to execute, or actually truly understand until you're put in that position, right? So, you know, the best I could give you guys is just some advice and some, just say like, talk about it, right? But unless you guys go through it yourselves, it's kind of harder to understand, right? Hey, that's great, Billy. Yep. You're at 15K and 3. Exactly, bro. Like I was still making like decent amount. I had like my first 10-figure month in trading. I still didn't quit my job yet, so. Okay, well, we're just fucking selling off, bro, and I don't get an entry, bro. This kind of blows. This kind of blows. 40 bomb. Okay, let's see what happens here. SMT. Or not really an SMT, but I will set this eternal again. We're just fucking dumping. But it really does make your full-time job so much worse. Yeah. You're like, just knowing that you're making like this much money, like X amount of money, like while trading, and then you got to go back to your part-time job. But that's the dirty work that we talked about, right? So it's all worth it in the end, right? At least you're getting some sort of income on the side. You don't have to worry about trading income, and then basically set yourself up for success later. Can I get a retrace, brothers? Can I get a retrace? All right, well, I'm gonna be bearish. I'm gonna be short bias now, most likely. So now I'm just waiting for a retrace, bro. Like, but we're just kind of dumping, bro. So fuck. Yeah, boss is talking about you don't know future. Yeah. I don't know if my boss was ever like that or any of my bosses, but at the end of the day, I never really told anyone I was really trading, so I guess it never really bothered me. I just go to work and then that's pretty much it. We're gonna take this London low, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, well, we just took this London low with not a single retrace, so I mean, fuck. I didn't get a single entry, so I'm just kind of, I mean, ES has a long ways to go still, but like we're most likely just gonna sweep this area right here, and then from here, I don't know if we reverse. So now I'm like more interested in longs now, right? But at the same time, if we just continue being short bias like this, or just continue to sell off, like I'll be a little bit careful. You're in the motor trade. Yeah, constant BS. Oh, okay. I'm curious, where did you learn about trading? I'm 22. I'm also Asian, so I could be in my 30s. Yeah, I started trading when I was 20. I think close to when I turned 21, maybe. I didn't know about trading for a while, so I mean, wish I kind of discovered it when I was maybe 16 while I was still in high school. So I could practice during high school, all throughout high school, and then maybe not have to go to college. But yeah, we're just going through college and shit right there too. Because you see the potential with trading and stuff, and like people doing some crazy stuff with their lives, right? Obviously that's with like social media influence, right, and stuff like that, but like there's a lot of people who make it in trading that you just don't see post their life online, right, and stuff like that. So it's an amazing skill set that, you know, once you are able to master yourself, master your emotions, stuff like that, obviously the money's pretty much limitless. It's kind of just up to you on how much you make, how much you strive for. So, and you know what's also great about that is obviously you don't have a boss, right? You can travel anywhere you want, trade wherever you want, and kind of just use that capital that you earn from trading to fund your passion or your actual real hobby and stuff like that. Damn, you older than me? I am. Started trading last August, September. Okay. Okay. I honestly, fuck, I don't know if I want to stab short right here. Like we tapped into this fair value app and got a nice candle closure below. Do I get a stab here? Okay, I'll give it a stab short right here. I kind of like this, but obviously if we don't get any continuation, then I'll just get out of the trade. If I'm up like 10 points in profit, I'll just go break even immediately. I'm not really too interested in trying to mess around near this London low area, like, because if we reverse, right, obviously it's not a good sign, but we're just kind of dumping, so that's kind of what I expect. My break even will probably be at 34, So if we get to the 34 level, then I'll probably go break even. And yeah. Honestly, I'm up 10 points, bro. I'll just go break even right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to mess with this trade. And then I'm gonna take my money right there. Okay. That's a nice trade right there. I'm just gonna take my money right there. I'm not gonna risk too much today, bro. Like, if it's a one-sided ordeal like this, and I get caught on the opposite side of the move, where we just get a random pump up, I don't want to be part of that. Just took my money where I could, obviously. There are times when it makes sense to go for the full R, like try to hold for the full TP, right? But I don't think this is one of those scenarios where it's fine for me. The only reason I'm okay taking it off right there is because we just swept this internal, and I'm kind of like, we already dumped this much, right, without any proper retrace, besides for maybe this one instance right here where we tapped into this fair value. I've got a strong candle closure back inside, right? See, but this is what I'm fearing right here, right? Is we get a strong rejection out. Right? So this is why I got out. So I basically bottom tick that right there for now. So if we close back above over here, like, definitely potential to go back to the internal. I would like the internal play better and the continuation short. So, like, if you were to go short, obviously, see if this one holds this fair value up right here. If not, and we close back above this inversion, I feel like this inversion could take us higher, potentially to one of these fair value ups. And then from one of these fair value ups, you could just slam short, right? But I think you just have to be bearish bias right now, just based on like how this was printing. It's not very favorable for longs at the moment. I would stay away from longs if possible. Yeah, Duma started at 17. Okay, everyone's fucking crazy. Everyone's young here, bro. Trade breaker started when he was 19, not 21, not yet profitable. You'll be there, bro. Don't worry. Started at 18 now, 20, and profitable-ish. Okay. Like, haven't been without an XFA for the last 4 months, but TopStep was besting me around for months. I just flat out would not let me buy an account. Yeah, I think there's like a maximum of 10 accounts you could buy per month or something. They set out limits or something for that. Okay, so far a nice retrace back into this fair value gap, and then we finally slammed down. So looks like we're to go for this Asia low. Like I said, I'm not gonna take another trade. I'm up. I'm not gonna try to risk it. There's no point. I've been in this position before where I'm up in money, right? I'm up on the day, and then for some reason my brain just does some stupid shit where I'm like, I need more money. I need more money. I am up $350. This and that, right? Like, if you're up that much money, think about it. Like, your part-time job, or like you're like, I'm telling you, bro, like when we trade, bro, we become so numb to money, right? So just learn to appreciate the value of money, right? I feel like that's what also changed my trading is I had to relearn to appreciate money, right? And it sounds weird, it sounds funny, right? But it's true. It's because when you first start trading, you get like the initial honeymoon phase. You're like, holy shit, I just made like $200. I'm done for the day, right? And then you kind of become greedy, and you kind of become numb to that fact later on in life, or not later on in life, but later on in your trading journey, where you're like, bro, I'm only up $350, bro. Like, I need to make more money, bro. I'm gonna try to go for $1,000, right? And then you try to go for 1,000, and guess what? That your initial $350 of profit turns into negative $300.50 profit, right? And you're like, oh shit, now I'm down. So now I gotta try to remake that money back, and then you leverage heavier, and guess what? You fucking blow your account, right? Some of you guys keep blowing your account, but you know exactly why you keep blowing it, but you don't do anything about it, right? You gotta fucking put protocols in place. You gotta put you gotta like learn how to restrain yourself, right? And obviously it sounds easier to say than to actually put into practice, right? But actually take initiative in trying to limit these mistakes and work ways around that, right? So let's see. And then Duma started at 17, bro. What? Bro, at 17, I was looking at Minecraft videos still. How are y'all finding trading videos, brother? What? Come on. Also, these retraces are beautiful, bro. What the fuck? Look at retrace right here, retrace right here, retrace right here. Oh my god. Obviously, I could have held for the full TP. Like I said, I'm happy with mine. I'm not gonna take it because I don't need to. But it looking nice. But I think I was just too fearful of longs at the moment, so I never really held or wanted to hold. But hey, if you guys held the trade, hey, good shit. But that's our one and done for the day. It was a quick scalp. Obviously expect these London lows to get taken. From the London lows, I really want us to just push for the rest of the day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we could get some sort of momentum later on, like after like the 10 p.m. closure, right? And kind of push towards these London highs. I really want these 8:30 news candles highs right here though. But push towards London highs or potentially even the Asia highs. But I know yesterday was FOMC, so we might not get that. But hey, who knows? Let's see, same thing here with FOMC. I was up 1500 basically yesterday and re-entered and went down to negative 600. Yeah. Yep, that's how it is sometimes. That's just trading, bro. So, I'm not saying I'm immune to that, right? But I'm trying my best, right? I'm trying my absolute best to fix my mental errors. That way, the only thing that's like that, the arrow that could potentially pop up is just like trading errors or like mechanical errors on my side, right? I don't want it to be a mistake where it was emotionally involved or anything, right? So yeah, close the trade and bounce your computer off the wall. Hey, yeah, you know, I think I prefer the smash my monitor method where I can't see my screen anymore. I just, you know, I'm like, damn, that was a bad trade, and just drive my fist into the fucking monitor. I like that method more, you know, and then I have to go buy a new monitor, you know. I'm like, shit, now I'm down like $100 on a new monitor or something. I don't and then I don't want to spend another $100 on a new monitor, so I won't buy one, or I won't trade like shit anymore. I like that method more, you know. I'm just joking, but yeah, that is it for me today, guys. Nice one and done on the stream. Obviously, like I said, potentially are still going for this Asia low. So if you guys haven't found a trade, I would say maybe, you know, you could find one within this area right here. If not, it's fine. Just be careful of longs later once we sweep this Asia low. I'm glad we found some new, or we got some new viewers in today. Appreciate you stopping by as well, Billy. Same with you, Doom, Tradebreaker, Fugaz. I don't know if you're in here as well, but Mizu as well. Thank you guys for watching. 2 W's on Tuesday, 1 W and 1 break even. So 2 W's on Tuesday, 1 W and 1 break even Wednesday, and then obviously 1 more W today, and then hopefully try to close out the week strong as well. And yeah, we'll just, you know, stay patient today. If you guys haven't found a trade, just be smart. Take a one and done trade. If it's a loss, if it's a loss, you know, it's a loss. If it's a win, it's a win. Doesn't really matter. Just go on with your day. Enjoy, you know, go talk to your mom, go talk to your dad, go for a walk or whatever, right? But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow.